shonen trash kind of guy? Well, boy, do I have the show for you.
I'm the trash man.
Farming trust. Okay, you want peak aura? Well, here you go. This guy is peak aura.
Clever Test probably top 5 of the new season.
I meant like,
what's up, everyone? I hope you're having a blessed day. I got another banging video for today, and this one is all about this summer season of anime. This is probably one of the most stacked anime lineups of the year so far, with so many great bangers from a new and returning romance anime and new and returning battle shonen, as well as something for everyone, both the psychological and the comedic. Let's get a rundown from the Gigax video for this summer season. This is Sunem Anime 2025 in a nutshell. Let's get straight into it.
Anime.
What the hell, man? Of course, during one of the most busy periods of my life, you drop one of the most stacked seasons in years. I mean, just look at all these shows. Normally, I try to blast through the sequels as quickly as possible, but it's kind of hard this time because, like, half of this chart is high-profile sequels. Obviously, we've got the continuations of shows that didn't finish long ago. Dandadan, Kaiji number 8, Sakamoto Days, Dr. Stone. Dress Up Darling is back with the best girl in anime. That sentence was made with absolute zero bias. I don't know how they did it, but it looks like Cloverworks have upped the quality on it in the general animation of the season, and considering how much love they put into certain scenes in season 1, this could be shaping up to become the Sistine Chapel of Gooning, along with the Sistine Chapel of Vibes. And Gooning. The Bunny Girl Senpai characters are in frickin' university now. God, I've been asking forever for more anime characters to get older than high school age, and now I've waited so long, these characters have actually grown up beyond high school age. Unlike the characters in Grand Blue, they're about as mature as I remember them. After 15 years, Panty and Stocking is somehow back as hinged and insane as ever. Now, for those of you that weren't around at the time, this ended on one of the biggest cliffhangers in anime ending history that left fans as confused as they were shocked. 15 years, we wondered, what the hell was that plot twist? Where the hell did that come from? I was lucky enough to attend the premiere of the first episode and meet the team, and on stage, the legendary director, Hiroyuki Imaishi himself, said, yeah, I didn't really put much thought into the original ending.
That better not be older.
The vending machine isekai got a sequel? Who the hell is funding this? And the Shona Boy isekai with thick thighs? Who the hell is funding this? Actually, don't answer that question. Then, we got the sequel films, the two of the most popular anime IPs of modern time. Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man. Some of the most highly anticipated, high-profile films right next to, what is this? Ban, the boundary of adulthood? Oh great, another isekai. Whose bright idea was it to add yet another isekai to the world of anime? I'm pretty sure that's not even a real name. Yes, if you haven't heard, I'm making an anime short film. It's a real anime. See? It's on my anime list. That means it's anime, guys. For anyone in Japan, I'm premiering it on the 24th of August at the Ikebukuro Grand Cinema Sunshine. Last few tickets are available at the link on screen or in the description. But I am also putting it out for free on YouTube next month on this channel, so keep an eye out for that when the date is finalized. Speaking from the heart for a bit though, this project has been a dream come true, and I hope that I've made something that even just a few of you can appreciate. This is a passion.
I do agree. Shout out to Giga because he's one of the oldest anime YouTubers in the game. And it's really what got me really into anime content on YouTube, from his like training guides of anime, his seasonal recaps of anime, and what to watch. They really did start my journey into anime YouTubers. So shout out to him. It really inspires people, new content creators like myself, to even do anime content, as guys, that this shows that anything is possible, especially if you want to like create your own story in the future. All these opportunities you get with creators, experiencing the creation of anime, being with your favorite voice actors, and generally getting more immersed with their whole genre. It's a big inspiration, so shout out to him.
It's completely funded by me, made with the help of so many talented people that I've met in my journey on YouTube. It might not be the most high profile or big budget anime this summer, but I can proudly say that at least it'll be the only isekai this season that will be showing off the fantastic work of my close mate, Kevin Penn. Oh god damn it, Rising of the Shield Hero!
Let's get it.
This is what we need to start the season off with. If you're like me and you're still suffering PTSD from the existence of Inukai's dog, this is the eye bleach that the therapist ordered. No more gooning, no more thirsting over small animals, just a warm, cozy show about a woman and her adopted...
Yep, it's a pretty fucked up looking dog.
God damn, after that I feel something arising. And I think it's AFK Arena's newest collaboration with Solo Leveling, today's sponsor. Yes, that's right, the AFK Arena universe is colliding with Solo Leveling in the community, because prior to now, I had not heard of the fragrant flower blooms with dignity, despite it being one of the highest ranked new manga of recent times. It's a new high-profile
People
romance
saying
anime.
it's romance
comfy,
of the decade.
it's sweet. It's about a delinquent boy and a smart girl from rival schools falling for each other, Romeo and Juliet style, in a premise we've seen all throughout history. Now, real talk. I've gone on record saying that these modern high school romance comfort anime aren't generally my thing anymore. I finished Blue Box thinking that it just started to cook. Even my gold standard for the genre, The Dangers in My Heart, took until season 2 for me to fully appreciate it. Which is to tell you guys that despite the critical acclaim, even I was...
Dangers in My Heart, I definitely say, is probably the best romance anime I've ever watched. In terms of progression, story, character, dynamics, world, very, very endearing. You should check out my other channel, Blessed Visions, for further deep dive.
Surprise at how fast this show hooked me. Sometimes there is no secret formula. Sometimes it's just about telling a story and telling it really well with characters you want to root for. There's a soul to these characters I can immediately feel with the way they react to situations, the dignified way they treat each other. They aren't just your tropey romance protagonists, and this is just a sweet story that warms the soul. Add to this Cloverworks bringing some close to movie level productions, and I can understand why this had so much hype going into it. It remains to be seen if this can top my experience with The Dangers in My Heart, but at least for this season, there is no other romance anime that is even gonna come close. Yes! 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 Yes!
Final boss.
This is it. This is where history's gonna be made. The world's about to witness the birth of the LeBron of cuts. Or what's that? You're more of a shonen trash kind of guy? Well, boy, do I have the show for you.
I'm the trash man.
Farming Trust. Okay, you want peak aura? Well, here you go. This guy is peak aura.
Clever Test probably top 5 of the new season.
I meant like Aura from Freerun. Cleaver Tez. Now, this was a show that got on my radar because it's a fantasy anime with a name that isn't a full-blown paragraph. The series tells you from the get-go that it is absolutely pulling no punches. This is a gritty, dark fantasy through and through that doesn't just skip over its world building because it doesn't assume we've seen a million copy-paste fantasy anime before, with production values that aren't to be scoffed at. Out of all the fantasy anime, this one surprised me the most, so I'm putting it down as the dark horse this season. What else we got in the world of isekai and fantasy? I got reincarnated as a waterbender. Let's see what we can do. I'm sorry, I swear, it can usually last longer than this. There's another socially awkward anime girl who's so shy she figured out Chandler's casting and became one of the most powerful mages in the world. I have to try my hardest to not call this Bocchi the Witch, but with the amount of socially awkward female protagonists nowadays, it's kind of just a given because that's right. All roads lead to her, baby. We got another guy kicked out of his party, so what does any man do when that happens in a fantasy world? That's right. Buy a slave and open up a restaurant. What is this? Delicious out of dungeon? Child labor in another world? Fucking rising of the meal hero? Oh, looks like there's another josei romance in a fantasy world. I mean, it looks alright. I'm just not sure I'm the target demographic. I'm immediately interested. There's another kingdom building isekai. I know I've made jokes about some anime feeling like a Civ isekai, but it looks like we've just cut the bullshit now because the main character literally gets transported into a game of civilization. Oh, hey, this isn't an isekai. This wasn't an isekai. If Gachi Akuta wasn't enough to get your shonen fix, we got Token Anki. And, well, if the former felt like what Soul Eater was for modern shonen, this shit feels like Blue Exorcist coded all the way, except we've got a power system around bloodbending. Now, we've seen America's take on bloodbending plenty of times before, so I wonder how the Japanese are going to do it. Hold on a second, this doesn't seem right. Lord of Mysteries. It seems like nowadays there's at least one Chinese animation that seems to be sneaking on these lists, and this season, it's this one. This is a highly anticipated adaptation of one of the most beloved and acclaimed web novels to come out there. And guys, it's an isekai. But we're not isekaiing ourselves to the typical fantasy world. China has decided to isekai us to England? You're fucking what? The production is up there as some of the best you can find this summer, and that's saying a lot with some of the other shows coming out. My only concern is that as someone coming into this completely blind, they seem to be blasting through this. This is a high concept, dense story with what feels like a bloody rich world, and the beginning throws you right at the deep end and expects you to keep up. It felt a little bit overwhelming. Hopefully things get a bit easier to follow the further this gets long, but this is one I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on. Oh hey, another anime about some girls making friends.
Very confusing.
A few moments later.
Gay girls, isn't it? This season, we got another show that asks, can a girl-girl friendship survive? Probably not. Awkward and lonely pink-haired girl goes to a new school and tries to reinvent herself in an attempt to make new friends, and in the process, unintentionally gets herself a harem of hot girls thirsting over her, even though all she wanted to do was just make some... Wait a minute. This is just Bocchi if she locked in. Quick shout out to friend of Trash Taste, Sally Amaki, who landed her first lead role playing a British girl in Japan. Fun fact, she actually hit up Connor to give her a bit of coaching on how to do a British accent for this role. Let's see what Connor's been teaching her.
An arcade? Are you going to escort me then?
Just a bit of banter.
Hey, corporate wants you to make one of those TikTok dance routines for the opening. We need this to go viral. But, sir, I have no experience choreographing TikTok dance. Just shut up and do it anyway. Maybe make them do something with their hands or something. That's it? That's what you came up with? Can't you make it more interesting? Alright, good job. You know that old friend you can go years without seeing and then one day you meet up and it's like not a single day has passed? Yeah. That's Kyoto Animation every single time. Carrying on the soul of Nichijou, implanting chaos into the mundane with that impossibly high bar of Kyoto Animation quality comes City, the animation. And god, this shit is just cracked my eyes. I love everything about the way it looks. The colors, the energy, the art style. I just want to serve this aesthetic up in a plate and just... Maybe I shouldn't have written that paragraph when I'm about to have lunch. Okay, what's next?
It's, the summer Hikaru died. Very, very twisted.
Stephen King, a decorated master of horror, once said, there are 3 types of terror. The gross out, the sight of a severed head tumbling down a flight of stairs. The horror, the unnatural, spiders the size of bears, the dead waking up and walking around. And the last and worst one, terror, when you come home and notice everything you own has been taken away and replaced by an exact substitute.
お前、やっぱ、惹かれちゃうやろ。
Horror and anime is historically 2 things that don't always work well together, but we
How
might
many
just
people would generally be... For those who have watched Summer Hikaru Died, it's a very, very interesting show, another dark horse of this season, where his friend, that main character, he died, and then this like kind of like supernatural kind of existence kind of like takes his body and takes his memories. So he's basically a carbon copy of him. However, because of how close of a friend the guy his friend is, he realizes it's not the same person. So my question to probably for today: if your person who you are closest with generally had the entire body, your best friend, your person you're closest with had the entire memory, mannerisms, and body completely taken away, how many of you would actually be able to know they've been replaced and changed? And be honest with yourself, because just imagine it, they're the exact same person, but with the tiniest of changes to them. It's just incredible how he found out.
strongest candidate in a very long time. A very, very long time. In fact, I can't even remember the last time I was so excited for a new horror anime and hyped it up, because actually, you know what, I've never done that before. Because if there's one type of horror I could actually see working in anime form, it's this one. It's not the type of horror that jump scares you or tries to make you squeamish. It's the unsettling type. The one that slowly seeps in, chills you to the core, and follows you wherever you go. The atmosphere drags you in, never letting you get away from this constant feeling of unease. You're side by side with an eldritch horror, unsure where it's going to lead you. It's pure Lovecraft. If Lovecraft was written in Pride Month. And the production values. Man. Cygames Pictures proving once again that they are one of the most exciting new studios out there, and I don't know who the director of this is, but this is some top tier directing and building up suspense and tension. They must have done some pretty damn good work in the past. Ah, I see. He is no stranger to eldritch horrors and anime. After that show though, I feel like we can do with a little pick-me-up. But this looks like a cute little show. I wonder what— oh my god! What is this?
Probably one of the— I'm hearing it's the most psychological show of the year.
You know you're in for a ride when a show hits you with not one, but two separate content warnings right from the get-go, and honestly, maybe they didn't warn me hard enough, because you won't find a show harder to sit through this season than Takopi's Original Sin. This is not one for the faint of heart, and I'm not saying that as clickbait or as a challenge. Normally on YouTube there are some anime where I have to be careful about what I show, because some of the content is about to make the UK government check your ID. But this is one of the few examples where if I show you everything, YouTube is about to restrict it for an entirely different reason. This show is heavy, depicting some of the worst experiences a child can go through in a completely unfiltered lens. It'll hit you with a soul-crushing scene you find hard to stomach and just hold on it, challenging you to keep watching, keep somehow pressing on, that by the end of the episode you've got nothing left you can say except for just, man. It's the kind of series where you have to switch off the TV and go outside to remind yourself that the world isn't as awful as what you just watched, which may leave some of you wondering why I would even recommend people watch this, and that's because it might not make you feel good, but what it will make you feel is going to be incredibly powerful. This is the kind of media that only comes along once in a blue moon, so yeah, give this one a watch if you want to support your local therapist. In Shoujo Land, we've got the popular, good-looking guy from class.
It seems very, very deep based on how the anime community has reacted to it. But if you guys want me to watch it, let me know in the comments below, and I'll give my honest and personal review on it.
Falling for the plain, old-looking, ugly girl. We've seen this one before, but interestingly, the English title of this is April Showers Bring May Flowers, which is nice. It sounds poetic. Then I had to double-take reading the Japanese title, which I believe approximately translates to, "Hey, a bouquet for this ugly hoe!" Yo, Japan, chill. She's not even that ugly. Like, I'm pretty sure there are worse examples.
Ugly mom.
Holy shit, they actually did it. Lore accurate Mushoku Tensei. It's official. Ugly bastards have escaped your favorite dojins and are now invading your isekai. This is the true power fantasy we were waiting for. Introducing the Vanguard of Virginity, the CEO of Abstinence. Bro has been looksminning since the day he was born. Sung Jin-woo may be the king of aura farming, but he hasn't met the god of odor farming. At first, I thought this was just propaganda for the ugly bastard apologists, and then I realized with the recent trend of fantasy shows changing up the protagonist formula to more accurately represent what the audience have grown into, this is just the final form of the genre. Finally, the representation we were waiting for. No, the representation that we need. Motherfucker is so powerful he can't even die. He just gets banished to the shower realm. Cute girls do bowling now? Alright, well, I mean, seems pretty decent. It's a formula we've seen before, so you know what to expect when it comes to these kinds of things. Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? What is this? What the hell is going on? What? Are they in feudal Japan? What? Why are they on an active battlefield? Oh god, they're using their bowling skills to survive in a nation war-torn area. I can't. This is the stupidest thing I've seen all year. Girls' high school bowling club gets isekai to feudal Japan? Who the hell thought of this idea? This is slander. Oh hey, more cute girls. I wonder what they're doing this time. Oh, come on! Finally, we got an anime about rocks. Mineral. And what better way to do that than some adorable anime girls collecting and finding rocks? Mineral. And look, I have no personal interest in rocks, but this show is goddamn beautiful. Coming from Studio Bind, it looks like once again they're moving outside of just the confines of adapting Mushoku Tensei, and they said, screw it, I want to make a show about rocks. Minerals. And damn, if they're not putting all their effort into this. I mean, the backgrounds, the animation, whoop, the character designs. Are we sure this ain't a baking show? Because that is some premium cake right there. Look, I might just be interested in rocks. Jesus, Maria. No, because I gotta say, that's one attractive minor. You know what? Never mind. Huh? Who's messaging me? Nothing. Let's just move on. I was just saying that this person looks pretty. She looks pretty.
Sometimes
she likes rocks. She's a mine. She's a mine.
The R sound is both a consonant and a vowel. Relax your mouth and lips apart.
Lady who likes to mine rocks, also known as an M-I-N-E-R miner. Oh god, that's not what I meant!
A minor.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you very much this month to Basil, Dysfunctional Degenerate, Flabberwocky, Jonathic, Mike 808.
Very interesting video. But yes, that was anime in an anime 2025 summer. So yeah, that was anime 2025 in a nutshell. Very, very interesting. A lot for everyone to give and watch. Something for literally everybody. If you guys do want me to watch that Tapiampi Original Sin, let me know. Because yeah, it's only 6 episodes, but I'm hearing it's heavy and intense. So I have to brace myself to watch it. But we'll have a see if you guys want me to see it. If not, all is well. But that has been a video for today. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, ciao.